Hello and welcome to today's yoga practice. Let's begin in standing meditation. Mountain pose. Tanasana. Bring the hands to the chest for pose of attention. Samastiti. Still with a meditative focus, perhaps on the breath. Maybe ujjayi, ocean sounding breath. Inner gazing points, ekagrata, perhaps anahata, the heart chakra. Smiling into the heart with the breath. And sun breath. Inhaling up, exhaling as the arms lower. Inhaling up, looking up, exhaling, coming down, a little bigger, easy back bend, exhaling a little forward, inhaling up, easy back bend, exhaling down. At your breath pace, one more time. Surya Namaskar A, back bend, swan dive all the way down. Take a full breath here, maybe coming up a little on inhale. Exhaling to step your right foot back into long lunge. Take a breath or two here, and then stepping the front foot back to down dog for 3 breaths. Ujjayi. Stepping the right foot forward when you're ready. Take a full breath. Step the back foot in on exhale. Exhaling to fold deeper down. Inhaling to come up, reverse swan dive. Easy back bend. Hands to chest. Sat Chit Ananda. Awareness of being is bliss. Inhaling to maybe a little bit more of a full back bend. As we warm up, swan dive down. A little deeper. Inhaling to come up a little. Exhaling to step the left foot back. Long lunge. Front foot back on exhale, down dog. Stepping the left foot forward, checking in. Back foot comes forward. Full breath. Exhaling deeper down. Reverse swan dive to come up. Back bend. Hands to chest. Surya Namaskar B. One version. Inhaling to chair pose. Utkatasana. Exhale to swan dive down from here. Come up a little on inhale. Exhale, both feet back to plank, walk or jump. Vinyasa flowing down through chaturanga, on or off the knees. I'm going to recommend letting the knees touch down for most people. Elbows stay tight to your sides. Chest lowers, and then scoop forward to come up with the chin, inhaling. Exhale, back to down dog. Let's inhale to lift the right leg a little bit. Exhale to step that foot forward, coming up to Virabhadrasana 1. Warrior 1. Let's take a couple breaths here, settling in, checking in. Maybe looking up, inhale. Exhale to come down for your flow, stepping back, lowering, maybe let the knees touch, and then come through and up on inhale, down dog. Lift the left leg, exhale to step. Spinning the back heel down on the mat is customary. Coming up with the inhale. 3, 2, and coming down with the exhale to flow. Stepping back, low plank, up dog, down dog. 5 breaths. Tucking the chin to the chest, looking toward the navel. Both feet come forward, walk or jump. Inhale here, exhale to fold deeper down. Inhaling to chair pose, sit right into Utkatasana, and then return to pose of attention. Let's take another flow, Surya Namaskar. Inhaling to chair, exhaling to Swan dive down. 1 breath here, coming up a little on inhale. Exhale, walk or jump back to plank. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. 1 breath, let's inhale, lift the right leg. Let's take a couple breaths here where you might reach the leg. And then stepping forward, coming up with the breath. 2. And down for your flow. Stepping back, low, up with the inhale, down dog. Inhale, lifting the left. Staying here. Exhaling to step. Spinning the back heel, coming up. 2 breaths. Reaching the arms. Let's flow. Down, exhaling. Up, inhaling. Back, exhaling. 5 breaths. Inhale to prepare, exhale to walk or jump the feet forward. Another breath here so you can exhale and fold deeper down. Inhaling to chair. Pose of attention. One more time, a little more briskly. 1 breath in each position. Inhale, chair. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale. Exhale, you might jump right back to chaturanga. Inhale up. And exhale back. Step the right foot forward. Coming up, just one inhale to warrior one. And then we'll exhale right back down for your flow. Inhale, lift left. Exhale to step. Coming up. And right back down. Breath control. Pranayama. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk or jump. Full breath. Chair pose. Let's keep deepening the bend of the knees. You may lift the heels and come into a toe stand. Temple mudra. Elbows back. Big inhale. We're going to swan dive down right from here. Exhale, forward bend. Uttanasana. Let's go back to plank and hold it. 5 breaths. Now let's go side plank, where we just lift the right arm, maybe looking up. You could be on the forearm if you need to. Coming down, let's take our flow. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog, lifting the right leg and stepping forward. Vira 1, and let's check in with Virabhadrasana 2. Three, 2, 1. Let's just come to a side angle pose while we're here. This could be modified with the forearm on the thigh, or it could be hand to the mat or a block. You could take a bind if you do. Meditation, maybe looking toward the palm of the hand, reaching a nice line, and pushing off to rise up to Vira 1. Inhale, and we'll come down and step back to plank and stay here for 5 breaths. And then side plank, lifting left. Coming down to flow. Chatwari, Chaturanga, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Lifting left. And step. Vira 1. Virabhadrasana 3. Maybe staring at the base of the thumb. Shri. Om. Side angle pose of your choice. Modified forearm to thigh. Hand to block, mat, or bind. And if you are taking a bind, try to roll your top shoulder back. You can release that to come back up to your 1. Inhale, and then exhale down for your flow. Through, up, and back. Let's take 7 breaths in down dog. Maybe focus on each of the chakras up the line. 7, root chakra, 1. Second chakra. Third chakra, solar plexus. Fourth chakra, heart. Fifth chakra, throat. Sixth chakra, third eye. Seventh chakra, crown. And bring the feet forward. Let's stay in our Uttanasana forward bend for a few more breaths. We can grab the ankles or wherever. You can draw yourself deeper down. You may push. You may step. You may hug. Coming up, Viruma. Chair pose and release. Let's take a little standing balance. Right leg tree. We could just bring the foot up to the calf or ankle. A little higher above the knee is preferable. Reaching. Breathing. No pressure with the camera. There's a strong breeze out here, so maybe looking up and root back down. Other side. Maybe a difference. Vrikshasana. Tree pose. Rooting to the earth. Growing toward the sun, the sky. Reach, embrace, breathe. Gaze might come up and then bring it back down. Okay, let's take our flow one more time when we add on a few favorites, such as Prosarita Utkatasana, revolved chair. Now it's nice if you can get that elbow across quite a bit. You might use the other hand to scooch it. If you get it fully across, it really helps. Lock you in, squeeze the legs together, deepen the twist and the breath. 3, 2, 1. Coming back up, inhale, extended arm pose, Utthita Hastasana, and then bring that energy down and take it across. Twisting chair on this side, 5 breaths, squeeze, twist deeper, breathe deeper, focus deeper. 3, 2, 1. Coming up, extended arm pose. Swan dive down. Now we could take our forward bend around to one side for a lengthening twist. Keep the breath. 3, 2, 1. Try to keep my head between my arms. I'm going to sweep it to the other side. You could just be grabbing at the ankle or wherever, but engaging the muscles to lengthen and deepen the twist. 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Give yourself a hug. You deserve it. Let's spread the toes wide, keeping the heels close for a lower back stretch. And you could just stay here. The heels could lift as needed. We might take the arms around the ankles, staying inside the knees up here, but the hands go outside the ankles, and maybe can take a bind for Asana, garland pose. Let the head lower. Breathe. And then you can stay there, or if you're practicing your arm balancing and you want it to come into Kabatasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Let's take ourselves back to down dog so we can step forward to pigeon. So walk it back. Let's lift your right leg nice and high. And then bring that knee forward between the hands or across toward the opposite hand can be nice. You want to really reach that other leg back. Give yourself room to sink your hips. Now this foot could be forward more if that works for you, but for most of us, quite a bit of an angle here so that the heel is just about underneath the front of that other hip. And sometimes you can get that to touch. But let's stay up with the chest for Kabatasana, looking up. And so it can be more of a back bend. I might even bring my hands to the front knee and send my chest back. I might just reach my hands back and clasp for a more active back bend. Or you might reach for that ankle and draw the leg in. Okay, so now everyone's favorite version of pigeon is resting or sleeping pigeon, where we lower the chest down onto that front thigh, chin toward the knee, and breathe. Let's do 5 ujjayas. Step back to down dog in order to switch sides. You might pedal the legs a little bit and then lifting left. Exhale to bring that knee forward and or across. Settle in. Adjust your way into a deeper feeling of sinking the hips. Chest staying up, looking up if that's okay for your neck, back bending, hands to the knee, clasping, and or grabbing. Lowering down, chest to thigh, chin to knee, and breathe. Give me 5. Let's step back to down dog again just to balance it off. Pedaling out the legs. Now I'm going to recommend that we work our way to a side position for the standing wide leg forward bend. Prosarita Tanasana. Now you may need blocks here to reach the floor for support. Get your feet a little wider for more inner thigh stretch. Straightening a little more actively, contracting the quads, and then maybe bending the elbows to sink deeper. Let's take a twist from here. Prosarita Kabatasana B is to lift an arm. Very powerful, active spinal twist. Reaching, looking toward the hand, and breathing. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Engage the legs, keep them engaged. 4, 3, try to reach further, looking with the eyes. 2, and 1. Now we could just stay here for a little longer. If it's feeling good, you could walk your hands back between your legs and maybe rest the head, maybe on a block. And I want to just step the back foot forward, so we're sitting, facing the front, and staff pose, Dandasana. Really want to be lengthening, lifting the chest, retracting the shoulders, engaging all those nice posture muscles. You can even be pushing down a little bit. Engage the legs, flex the feet. You don't see staff pose as much, but it's a really nice one for some folks who sit in meditation if other positions are not comfortable. Let's take a reverse plank. Tanasana. Now, modified here would be to have the legs bent. And I also want to mention that fingertips pointing forward is technical, but if it's more comfortable for your wrists, you could turn the fingers out or however you like. I'm going to keep my feet about hip width apart. I'm going to pull with the heels and coming up into a modified reverse plank. It's nice to lift the chest and maybe letting the head go back. The full version is to straighten the legs. Lifting the hips and chest and breathe. Let's take 5 more in this powerful back strengthening pose. 4, 3, 2, lift higher in the inhale, and exhale to sit. Take a nice sun breath here, seated sun breath, extending forward on exhale into Paschimottanasana. Intense Western stretch. And a seated twist. Stepping over. We could keep the bottom leg straight and reach the opposite leg across, reach the opposite arm across to hug that knee. And if you know your Ardha Matsyendrasana, you might bend the bottom leg and tuck that heel toward the opposite glute, and then lengthen up through the spine as you go into your twist. For 5, 4, 3, 2, lengthening as you twist, engage core muscles, see if you can look further, and untwist. We could take a little forward bend here. Let's also take a side bend, leaning away. Okay, so we're going to switch the legs. We could simply straighten the bottom leg out and then take the top one, put that one out front, and then you could just step your right leg over and reach across to hug it in, or you could bend that front leg if you did on the first side, tuck it under, take your twist, and lengthen as you engage the core muscles. Draw your abdominal wall in and up as you exhale. Let's take 5, 4, 3, 2. One more, looking further, exhale. And then a little forward bend here. And then a side bend. You might be able to go down onto the elbow or a block, coming up and release. Okay. So after those left and right side twisting poses and side bending, let's take a structural alignment, engaging core symmetrically with Navasana boat pose. We could hold behind the thighs as needed, maybe lightly. A lot of variations on how you might work your Navasana. You may extend, put up your sails, lifting, reaching, and breathing. Maybe take a mudra. Maybe repeat a mantra. Om Mane Padme Hum. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I'd like to have us take the feet the width of the mat, legs bent, so we can turn the hips side to side. A little windshield wiper asana, don't you know? And this pose works nicely on our backs as well. So I'm going to recommend that we keep the legs in this configuration as we go back gently and rest back, side to side. Again, maybe have the hands in a mudra. Let's stay to one side. You could relax here, or you could give yourself an assist by hooking up on top with the bottom heel. Maybe turn your head away for a relaxed twist. And then unhooking the heel, putting it back down on the mat where it was, so when we flip the knees to the other side, you can set it up to give yourself an assist here as well. Very nice. We turn the head to look away. 5, 4, 3, 2, and now I like to just go ahead and rock a little bit. You could take a happy baby, or just a little spinal rocking. In preparation for Shavasana, lying meditation, complete relaxation. Now you could take your regular Shavasana, feet hip width, arms down by your sides, out a little bit, palms up. Or you could spread it wider in pentacle pose. Om Namaste.